One thing that I think a lot of us could agree with when it comes to Modern Warfare 3's main antagonist, and I'm talking about the rebooted version, is Vladimir Makarov's portrayal as the iconic terrorist wasn't as well received as the original. And a lot of people kind of crapped on the performance of Julian Kostov as Makarov. Some people made fun of his accent, some people made fun of his face. Some people made fun of the decisions that he made. Some people just thought that he looked like a young baby or something because his face looked so soft and not scary and things of that nature. And so he wasn't the strongest villain. And, with some of those things I can agree, but I also feel like there was potential there. I think if it was written better, I think he would have given a good performance overall. I think he could be sadistic and cunning. I think he could be evil, and I think he could use these attributes of maybe having a baby face or something like that to his advantage. It could have allowed him to enter places with his charisma and then bring hell to whatever place he was at. So I think it could be a benefit to him. Obviously, at the end of the game, we see that he gets shot or he gets cut somewhere. So he's going to be injured in Modern Warfare 4. He's probably going to be rocking some new scars, maybe in his face. Maybe he lost some, like an ear or something. Who knows? At least that's what I think. When we saw him in Warzone, he looked pretty fine. Like he didn't have any of scars or anything like that. But I think in the actual Modern Warfare 4, in the cutscenes, we might see him rocking a scar or something from where soap hit him. But the main point that I want to touch on today is, why did Vladimir Makarov hate Urzikstan? And now we talked a little bit about this in his story so far of Makarov only, but this is a question in particular that I wanted to address today, because sometimes it felt like if you didn't really pay enough attention, you didn't know why he hated Urzikstan. You're like, wait, why is he going against Urzikstan? And you might think that, well, it's kind of in your face, but it's really not, because when I played the game and I make videos on this shit, I had no clue why the hell he was so obsessed with Farah. I had no clue why he was so obsessed with Urzikstan. I was like, I thought your point was to concentrate on the bigger picture, on the West, on the United States, on maybe Russia. Why are you going to Urzikstan? Why are you doing shit about Farah? Why do you care about the ULF and Farah? And so, to quickly sum it up, Vladimir Makarov was part of General Barkov's forces back in the late 90s when they invaded Urzikstan. And apparently, Vladimir Makarov had this disdain for Russia because he felt like they had gotten weakened, and he wanted to bring them back to being a powerful, prideful nation, but he wanted to lead it and things like that, if I'm not mistaken. And so when Barkov was eliminated by Farah and Urzikstan, his grip on Urzikstan loosened. And so Makarov got angry, and he felt like he needed to avenge Barkov, because it seems like he looked up to Barkov as some sort of powerful person, and some of his ideologies that Barkov had, crept inside of Makarov, and he basically looked up to him like a mentor, if I'm not mistaken, once again. And so because he was part of Barkov's forces, he hated Urzikstan because Barkov hated Urzikstan. He hated Farah because Barkov hated Farah. He hated the ULF because Barkov hated the ULF. So his motivations were really tied to General Barkov's original ideals, his original plans, and what he wanted. And so it seemed like he was getting revenge for Barkov, which I think was so fucking stupid, because I know that you wanted to put everything together and kind of bring it full circle, but I don't know if it worked. I don't know if it landed. Honestly made his motivations feel weak. It made the character feel weak, and it didn't really have him stand on his own 2 feet. He didn't seem like that big of a threat because he was just kind of, following in the steps of someone who's dead now. And I would have thought that Makarov would have had his own motivations to be stronger, to be more vicious, to really want to bring down, the world, set the world on chaos, maybe set the world on fire, not just concentrate on Farah and Urzikstan and the ULF once again, because it just doesn't make sense. What the fuck does Farah have in Urzikstan that is so damn valuable? And so I don't know, it was just weird in that sense. And then not really understanding or addressing why Makarov hated Urzikstan and why he wanted to frame them was something that kind of left my head spinning a little bit when I first played the campaign. Now obviously we know a little bit more, but I wanted to address that head on today. I don't know, I think it made his motivations and his character weaker. I wish his motivations would have been different and a little bit more original.